Good evening, students. See, all are happy and all are well prepared for examination. Now this is the right time to revise everything. You know that our first term examination is coming, and the next week onwards our first term examination will start. So today's my section is very important for you. So just to revise our previous time. So these are the things and these are the parts what I am going to discuss today. You know, today's my class is very important for the students because our first termly examination is coming. So all of you please listen to me and carefully evaluate, analyze and listen to my class. So let's begin with the nature of partnership accounts. See, all of you please look at the monitor. Admission of a partner and retirement of partners and death of a partner and last dissolution of partnership firms. Almost 40% portions are already completed from all the schools. So we are all prepared for now first termly examination, and those who are appearing for first term examinations, see, all of you please look at the or revise and listen to my class. Okay, now let's begin with admission of a partner. So here my first question is, under what circumstances a partner may be admitted to the firm? So question I am repeating once again. Under what circumstances a partner may be admitted into the firm? So here one point is there. Section 31 and subsection 1 of the Partnership Act 1932. Once again, Section 31 and Partnership Act 1932. So you can say that, see, a partner may be admitted to the partnership business only with the consent of all partners. Only with the consent of all partners a partner may be admitted into the firm. Then again another question. So why we are appointing a new partner? Or due to the following reasons or under the following circumstances we are appointing a new partner. So my first question is, with the consent of all partners we can admit a new partner, and also under what circumstances and why we are appointing a new partner? Answer is very simple. So when we are appointing a new partner, so we can collect more capital. That means whenever the firms requires additional capital, they can appoint a new partner. So number one, whenever the partners requires an additional capital, they can appoint a new partner. And the second point, so we require more efficient staff or the capability of the partners. So we want more efficient staff. In that cases, we can appoint a new partner. So and third cases, in order to increase the reputation of the business, that means if you are appointing a new partner or if you are appointing a capable partner, automatically firm's reputation or goodwill is increasing. So these are the main reasons we are appointing a new partner. So once again, with the consent of all partners, a partner may be admitted into the firm. Section 31 and subsection 1 of the Partnership Act 1932. Then second point, at the time of admitting a new partner, you know that at the time of admitting a new partner, example, see, A and B are partners. They are going to appoint a new partner, C. You can see C is a new partner. So A and B is going to appoint a new partner, C. So here, what are the problems and adjustments made by the existing partners? See, what are the problems and adjustments are made by the existing partners? See, at the time of admitting a new partner, see what are the problems faced by the existing partners. You can see that they are going to face a lot of problems. The problem number one is they are changing their existing ratios. The ratios are going to change. So you can see the example. Suppose in our example, the A and B are partners. They are going to appoint a new partner, C. So their old ratio may be 3:2 to 3:2. So here, when the new partner is coming into the business unit, their ratio is going to change. Now, my point is, what are the point and what are the adjustments and what are the problems faced by the existing partners, that is A and B, at the time of admitting a new partner. So point number 1, at the time of admitting a new partner, the existing partners are facing the following problem. Problem number 1, they are going to change the ratios. That means old ratios are there and also they are going to change the ratio, or they want to find out a sacrifice ratio. So old ratio minus new ratio is equal to sacrifice ratio. That means we want to find out a new ratio and also simultaneously we want to find out sacrifice ratio. So my point number 1, at the time of admitting a new partner, the existing partners are facing lot of problems, and out of that, number 1 is, you can see that they are going to change the profit sharing ratio. And point number 2, the treatment of goodwill. This is very, very important for you. The treatment of goodwill. So here, you tell me, what do you mean by goodwill? And what are the different factors affecting goodwill? And how many methods are available to find out goodwill? And what are the accounting treatments? The examination point of view, this is very, very important. Normally CBSE is asking 3-mark questions. So here you can see that. So what do you mean by goodwill? So 2014 paper also they are asking question, and how the efficiency of the management is increasing the reputation of the business. So that means this part is very, very important for you. Maybe you are getting a 1-mark or a 3-mark question from this part. So my question is, the second point is the treatment of goodwill. So here, first, what do you mean by goodwill? You know that goodwill is an intangible assets. See, at the time of admitting a new partner, the new partner is bringing capital along with a premium. So for goodwill. So at the time of admitting a new partner, so new partner is bringing capital along with a premium for goodwill. So then what is goodwill? Goodwill is an intangible assets, or it is a good name of the firm, or it is a extra earning capacity of the businessman which is enjoyed among the public, is known as a goodwill. Goodwill is an extra good name of the firm. So a reputation of the firm. For that, the new partner should give certain amount in the form of a premium, and that amount is known as a goodwill amount. So here once again, so actually goodwill is an intangible assets. And what is actually goodwill? Goodwill is the reputation of the firm, or otherwise goodwill is the good name of the firm. At the time of admitting a new partner, the new partner should bring certain amount along with the capital extra in the form of a premium. That amount is known as a goodwill amount. Then again another point. So what are the different factors affecting goodwill? You know that the goodwill may be increasing and goodwill may be decreasing, or firm's goodwill may be increasing or the firm's goodwill may be decreasing. So what are the different factors affecting for goodwill? See, answer number 1 is the goodwill may be increasing due to the following reasons. So example, location of the business unit. See, location is the one of the important factor which is affecting the goodwill. So the firm's goodwill may be increasing or decreasing, depend on where it is locating. The location is a very important factor. So example, I can give one example. A medical store is nearby the medical college. A bookstore is nearby the college or a universities, or a canteen is nearby the manufacturing concern. There you can see the location is automatically giving an importance to the firm. So very important, that is a bookstore is nearby college or universities. That particular bookstore is getting a good business and also good name is there. So that means the goodwill is an intangible assets and also is a good name of the firm. So that is one reason for affecting the goodwill. What are the factors affecting goodwill? Point number 1 is the location. And point number 2, you know that the quality of the product. You know that the product, the company's product quality. We are always considering the quality of the product. You are supplying better quality products or better quality goods, automatically that company's reputation is increasing. You can see an example, Sony TV and Samsung mobile. They're all, you know, why we are all focusing on this kind of products, and also why we are buying the Sony TV. And this is an example. You can see their quality. we are always giving more importance to quality than prices. So that means the quality also another important factor for increasing the goodwill of the firm. And third point, you can see that efficiency of the management. You can say that nowadays we are always using the word, the management is very good. Automatically, the efficiency of the management efficiencies are increasing. It will directly affecting the prosperity and profitability of the business. And that means they are getting a more profit, and among the public, that firm is getting a very good reputation. So now listen, these are the main factors what we are considering, the factors which are affecting goodwill of the firm. So now we are discussing the point number 1. See, what are the problems faced by the existing partners in our example A and B. A and B is going to appoint a new partner C. So A and B is facing lot of problem. The adjustment they are made by the old partners. The adjustment number 1, they want to change the ratios. They want to sacrifice their profit with a new partner. So that means they want to change their ratios, number 1. And number 2, you know, the treatment of goodwill. And out of that, I already discussed what do you mean by goodwill and what are the factors affecting goodwill. So then again, see this part, another point is, say how many methods are available to find out goodwill. You know that we want to find out the goodwill. That means how much amount should be bought by the new partner. So we are telling that the new partner should bring certain amount. So how we will calculate this goodwill? There are 3 methods, but previously you know 4 methods are there. Now as per our new syllabus, only 3 methods are given. That means the first method is known as average profit method, and second method is known as super profit method, and third method is known as capitalization method. So these are the 3 methods we are following to find out goodwill of the firm. Once again, for your kind information, this is all very simple for you. So you know that first method is average profit method. That means the total profit. So how to calculate average profit? You know how to calculate goodwill under average profit. First, you find out the total profit divided by number of years. That means average. And that amount should be multiplied with the number of years purchase is equal to goodwill. Or otherwise, under average profit method, we can calculate goodwill by computing the following formula. That formula is, first you find out average profit, and out of that amount you are multiplying with number of years purchase. So you can calculate goodwill under average profit method. And the second point, how to calculate goodwill under super profit method? So very simple. First, we can calculate average profit. Then again you can find out normal profit. Then average profit I have already said. So what about the normal profit? So that normal profit we can calculate on the basis of the capital and on the basis of the rate what they are given. So that means the capital employed into rate of return divided by 100 is equal to normal profit. See, under super profit method, how we can calculate goodwill? First you find out average profit, then you find out normal profit, and the third process is find out super profit. That means average profit minus normal profit is equal to super profit. Therefore, the goodwill is equal to super profit into number of years purchase is equal to goodwill. So here you know new points we are supposed to calculate, and new steps are there, and new 3 steps are there. Number 1, first you find out average profit, and second you find out normal profit, and third point that super profit minus normal profit. Average profit minus normal profit is equal to super profit, and super profit into number of years purchase is equal to goodwill. So now 2 methods are over, and third method is known as capitalization method. You know that how to calculate goodwill? There are 3 methods. Number 1 average profit, and number 2 super profit, and third one is known as capitalization method. So same like the previous, how we can calculate goodwill under capitalization method? Here also we can compute by applying the following formula, that is, first find out average profit, and second again you find out normal profit, Then again, so average profit minus normal profit is equal to super profit, and super profit into 100 divided by rate of return. Once again, super profit into 100 divided by rate of return is equal to goodwill. So you know, these are the three methods, and within a short time I want to finish the entire things. That is why I am not writing entire things here. So just for your kind information, just to revise the points, that's all. So here once again, so how to calculate goodwill and what are the factors affecting goodwill. So there are three methods to find out goodwill. Number one, average profit method, and super profit method, and capitalization methods. Okay, now we are studying 2 points. That means the ratio calculations and the goodwill treatment. And again, connected with the goodwill, you know that accounting treatments are there. This also equally important. So what are the accounting treatments? So look at my example. So A and B, and they are going to appoint a new partner C. So here the new partner is accounting treatments for goodwill. So point number one, the treatment of goodwill number one, that is the new partner is bringing goodwill, or the new partner bought the goodwill along with capital. So what is the entry? The new partner is bringing goodwill along with the capital. So journal entry is along with the capital, the new partner is bringing goodwill. So your journal entry is cash account debtor to seize capital and to premium. You can see my context is the new partner is bringing capital along with the premium. So entry will be cash account debtor to seize capital to premium account. Then afterwards that premium is transferred to partner's capital account. So your entry will be second. This is the first entry, and the second entry is premium. So premium account debtor to A's capital and to B's capital. So context number one, the new partner is bringing capital along with the premium. So your journal entry is cash account debtor to seize capital to premium, and also that premium what they are given or what is bought by the new partner, that is contributed among all the partners according to their sacrifice ratio. Once again, here ratio is very, very important. We are dividing this goodwill on the basis of sacrifice ratio. So old ratio minus new ratio is equal to sacrifice ratio. Once again, the new partner is bringing goodwill along with the capital. Our journal entry is cash account debtor to seize capital to premium. Then again the premium account debtor to A's capital and B's capital. So narration being the premium brought by the new partner is so divided by the old partners according to sacrifice ratio. So contest number one is over. And next one, contest number two. At the time of admitting a new partner, the already existed goodwill is there. So example in your balance sheet, old balance sheet, that means A and B, and therefore goodwill is already existed. So what you can do with that particular goodwill? So answer is very simple. Old partners capital, our example, that means A's capital account debtor and B's capital account, A's capital account debtor and B's capital account debtor to goodwill account. So you can see, so A's capital account debtor, B's capital account debtor to goodwill account means the existing goodwill is a write-off. We are wind up or write off the existing goodwill. So your journal entry is A's capital account debtor and B's capital account debtor to goodwill account. Narration being the old goodwill is written off. Being the old goodwill is written off, but old ratio. That is very important. You know that. So here our point is old goodwill. So wind up by the old partners according to their old ratio. So contest number two is over. And contest number three is the new partner is unable to bring the goodwill. So what is the journal entry? Suppose the new partner is unable to bring the goodwill. So first one is the new partner is bringing goodwill along with the capital, and case number two is existing goodwill is written off, And case number 3 is he is unable to bring the goodwill. The new partner, in our example, C is a new partner. C is unable to bring the goodwill. Very simple. So C is capital account debtor to old partner's capital account. C is a new partner. C is capital account. C is capital account debtor to A's capital and to B's capital according to sacrifice ratio. So that means this entry is very, very important. And C is capital account debtor to A's capital to B's capital. That means he is unable to bring the goodwill. C is capital account, new partner's capital account is debited and other partner's capital account is credited, but according to sacrifice ratio. Now 3 contest is over. And the next one, the new partner is bringing a part of the goodwill. Suppose the new partner is bringing only a part of the goodwill. That means cash account debtor to premium account, and also we can write compound entry, that is premium account debtor and C is capital account debtor to A's capital and to B's capital. So that means he is bringing a part of the goodwill. Example, suppose the goodwill amount is 10,000. So the new partner C is bringing only 6,000. So only 6,000 he is bringing. That means what he is bringing, that means 6,000. That is what is called a premium account. And what he is not bringing, that is what is called a 4,000. That 4,000 should be debited his capital account. The new partner's capital account is debited by 4,000. The total goodwill amount is 10,000. But our new partner C is bringing only 6,000. The remaining 4,000 he is not bringing. That is why his capital account is debited by 4,000. So your entry is premium account debtor and C's capital account debtor to A's capital to B's capital. So now how many contests are over? The treatment for accounting treatment for goodwill. The first contest is the new partner is bringing goodwill along with the capital. Case number 1. And case number 2, and the existing goodwill is written off. And case number 3, he is unable to bring the goodwill. And case number 4, he is partially giving the goodwill, or part of the goodwill is brought by the new partner. And again one more thing is there, that is the new partner is bringing goodwill and which is contributed to the old partners, and afterwards that goodwill is withdrawn by the old partners. So that goodwill is withdrawn by the old partners. It is same like the cash account debtor to premium account and premium account debtor to old partners capital account, and afterwards the new entry is old partners capital account debtor to cash. See, that means after contributing goodwill with among old partners and certain part or the amount withdrawn by the old partners, the entry is A's capital account debtor, and B's capital account debtor to cash account. That means the part of the goodwill is withdrawn by the old partners. Part of the goodwill is withdrawn by the old partners. Okay, now one more point is there. Suppose the new partner is bringing goodwill and which is given to the old partners privately outside the business. You tell me, any entries there, or we are passing any entries? We are not passing any entries. So answer is no journal entry for this contest. Why? Because the amount which is brought by the new partner which is given to the old partners privately outside the business. So here it is not a business expense. So that is why that particular entry we are not recording in the books of accounts. That entry we are not recording in the books of accounts. And also one more entry is there. So that means suppose the goodwill, the new partner is bringing, instead of bringing cash, he is bringing a kind or a property. So entry will be asset account debtor to C's capital account to premium account, and then premium account debtor to old partner's capital account. Instead of bringing cash, and he is bringing an asset or a kind. So that is the last contest connected with the treatment of goodwill. Now we have studied lot of points. So one by one I will repeat. The first one is, what do you mean by goodwill? And what are the factors affecting goodwill, And next point, how many methods are available to find out goodwill and accounting treatments of goodwill. So these are the points connected with the goodwill. So now we can see another problem which is faced by the existing partners at the time of admitting a new partner. The first problem is change the profit sharing ratio. And the second problem is the treatment of goodwill. Now third point, you know that revaluation of assets and liabilities. Revaluation of assets and liabilities. So now listen, we are discussing the problem which is faced by the existing partners at the time of admitting a new partner. So the third point is revaluation of assets and liabilities. At the time of admitting a new partner, our existing assets or liabilities may be, they are reassessed or revalued. So here, so we are making a new account. That account is known as revaluation account. See here, very simple. If the value, say suppose this is a revaluation account. So revaluation account. If the value of assets are increasing, we are putting in the credit side. If the value of assets are increasing, we are putting in the credit side. And if the value of assets are decreasing, we are putting in the debit side. And if the liabilities are increasing, we are putting in the debit side. And if the liabilities are decreasing, we are putting in the credit side. And also any unrecorded assets are there, that we are putting in the if the unrecorded assets are increasing, we are putting in the credit side. And also any unrecorded liabilities are there, that we are putting in the debit side. See, listen, this in my first and second classes I already explained what is realization account. Now we are discussing about admission, that is what is called revaluation account. At the time of admitting a new partner, the existing partners may be revalue the assets. Example, plant and machinery is appreciated by 10% or depreciated by 10% or a 20%, and provision for bad and doubtful debts is increased, or some items, unrecorded items are there, and bill for repairing, that is not recorded in the books of accounts. So like you can see that when we are reading the question, you can see lot of adjustments are there. After this section, I am going to give board papers, then I will tell everything in detail. So once again, see the problem part, how to make a revaluation account. So you know, revaluation account is a type of account under which we are recording all appreciation as well as depreciation of assets as well as liabilities. And after entering all these items, we will find out the profit and loss. That means if the credit total is more than the debit total, that means profit, and vice versa, it is a loss. And if it is a profit, you know that we are transferring to the partner's capital account credit side. And if it is a loss, and again we are putting in the partner's capital account debit side. And once again, for your information, how to make a revaluation account. Sometimes one more question you can expect, that is the past entry example. Building is appreciated by 30,000. So what is the journal entry? You tell me, building is appreciated by 30,000. So your journal entry is building account debtor to revaluation account. Building account debtor to revaluation accounts. So then again, the liabilities are increased. Example, provision for bad and doubtful debts or any liabilities are increased. So your journal entry is revaluation account debtor to provision account. That means, so any appreciation is there, we are putting in the revaluation account credit side, and any depreciation is there, we are putting in the debit side. Or the liabilities are increasing, we are putting in the debit side. Then after entering all these items, and finally we are taking the balance, that means the credit total is more than the debit total, so that is what is called profit, and the credit total is more than the debit total, so that profit we are transferring to their capital account. A's capital and B's capital according to their old ratio. So now listen, we have studied 3 points. The first point is known as the treatment of journal entry, the ratio analysis, or find out the new ratio or a sacrifice ratio. And the second point is the treatment of goodwill. And third point is known as revaluation of assets and liabilities. And next, you know that the existing partners are facing another problem, that is the distribution of undistributed profit. We are going to distribute undistribution. That means distribution of undistributed profit. So last year profit, so we are transferring to partners capital account. Example, profit and loss. The profit and loss account added to partners capital account. So partners capital account credit side we are rating. And also last year's general reserve, so we are transferring to partners capital account credit side. And also may workmen's compensation fund, so we are transferring to partners capital account credit side. So now my fourth problem is distribution of undistributed profit. Okay, now listen, our last point is the capital adjustment. See, why I am giving more importance to all points. You can see the last year 2014 board papers, they are given a question, capital adjustment problems. So there you can see two type of adjustments are there. So one is, you know that the new partners capital is given, and on the basis of that we are rearranging other partners capital account, and any excess and deficit of cash should be adjusted through cash account, the either cash account or a current account. So that is one part of a question. And another section you can see the capital adjustment, that means the new partners capital is not given. How to calculate new partners capital? So that is known as is a combination method. So that also we want to find out. Now listen, this is the time for breaks, and all of you please don't change your channels. All of you stay with me. Thank you.